Married, but you're not a maid. Do you feel like a single parent in your marriage? Ladies, let's talk about it. My name is Nancy Mitchell with Love Guru, your guide to better relationships. Let's get right into it, okay? Let me fix my chain. There's always something wrong. So anyway, let me go ahead and start by saying, very important, again, you guys made that decision, okay? You said to yourself, oh my God, this is the man I want to marry for the rest of my life. And then you said, this is a lady that I want to spend the rest of my life with. This is my queen. You said that. You walked down the aisle and you said, okay, I'm going to marry this dude. Oh, I'm going to marry this girl. You made that decision and it's on you. No, you have to decide if years down the line, I know things will change, but you have to now decide if this is a relationship that you want for yourself. If this is a relationship that you want to continue having, if it is, you need to start doing that work. You need to making sure that, hey, I'm going to take the time out to do counseling. It's always good for married couples to do counseling. And even before you're married, it's always recommended for you to do some counseling before, just to make sure you are the right fit for your husband, you're the right fit for your wife, and that, you know, a year down the line, you're not divorcing. Okay. So it's very important for you guys to get this done. So you want to make sure that females, you don't feel like you are carrying the load in their relationships. You have kids and you're doing everything and you're just a single parent in that relationship. You never want to feel that way, okay? Number one is going to be parenting is a two-person job, not one. Single moms or single parents, dad or mom, you know, it's my hat's off to you, okay? You are doing a great job. You know, if you're a single parent, you're doing an awesome job. However, it would be a whole lot more better if you have the two parents helping out and doing, you know, just contributing to that child. You know, the kids, you know, if you have, you know, children and, you know, it's just always better to have the dad and have the mom, you know, in that, you know, child's relationship. You know, they're a part of their growing up. They're a part of their life. It's so important to the well-being of that child. One other thing I would touch on quickly is that for kids, I think that you always have to be careful of how you speak to your kids, okay? You have to be careful of what you say, how you say it, and what you do around them, because they are like sponge. They're like your kitchen sponge that soaks up every single thing that you do, you say. Just your actions, and you know, they mimic you. They look at you as being, you know, God in their household. They look at you like, oh my God, you know, they always want to please you and making sure that, you know, you approve of what they do. So make sure you always use positive words, positive things around your kids. Positive, don't argue a lot around your kids. It's go behind those closed door, dad and mom, and have that conversation. Not in front of the kids, because it traumatizes them. You don't want them to see that kind of relationship. If you're having a problem, you have to go somewhere else and take care of it. Not in front of the kids, and not in the bedroom where they can sit and hear every single piece of conversation that you're having with each other. Don't ever do that, because it's not good for the kids, okay? I have made my mistake as growing up my son. I think there's a lot of stuff that I could do better. I think I'll, you know, try to do a segment on that, so you can get a little bit more in depth of what you should do for your kids and your children.